it's not looking great. Whew, Jesus have mercy on me, God. Guys, I am sorry that I'm coming to, live talking about the issues happening in our home country, Nigeria. This will be the first time I'm having to go live in the last 4 years, you know. So I know that I have different niches on my channel, ranging from relationship, immigrant stories, lifestyle, and a whole lot of that. I don't live in Nigeria in particular, but then everything about Nigeria concerns me. I am a Nigerian, even though I live in diaspora. Everything about the country, my sibs are in Nigeria, my friends, my subscribers, strangers, we see all of this happening on social media day in, day out. These days, honestly, I've lost interest. Each time I'm flipping through the social media, you're seeing them coming up. If it is not this attack, it will be kidnapping, it will be this, that. US congressmen and women talking about it. But thank you for joining me. Yeah, if you would like to come up, I wouldn't hesitate to bring you up. Let's talk about this. You know, so it really disturbs me at times when I go on social media. The country, which is our colonizer, yes, the Britain, they don't talk about all of these happenings in our country. They turn the deaf ear as if they are not seeing, they are not seeing all of these things going on in our country, Nigeria. It's quite sad, but the US are busy talking about this, trying to provide solution to it. The more they try to like come to our aid, the more it is happening in our country. Look at the school children being abducted. What is their offense? You know, why are they taking innocent children from schools? Now, I learned that some schools in certain places in Nigeria have closed down because of the fear of being abducted. Teachers, church members, people are afraid to do their normal businesses back home these days. I feel for people who are back home. Yes, I don't know how they sleep and wake up. If myself living abroad could have fear going on social media, Instagram, TikTok, honestly, seeing all them posts, I'm scared. The one I saw this morning that brought about me making this video is the one of the leader of the terrorist group, Ado Alero, you know, bragging that he cannot count the number of people he had silenced, he has, eyed. Let me use that word. I don't want to use the K word. Thank you for liking the stream. If you would like to come up, I wouldn't hesitate to bring you up. Even though I don't even know how to do that, because this is my first live stream in about 4 years ago. I did a live stream in 2017, 2018, sorry, 2018, 2019, 2020 in Saudi Arabia. Ever since I moved to the UK, I've not live streamed. Yes, I got 5 people here. Please like the stream. And somebody, this plus sign, is this somebody requesting to join me? I don't know. Wahala. I'm gonna learn this because I intend to be, coming live maybe once or twice in a week, at least once, is gonna be helpful a lot. Okay. So guys, the happening in our country, Nigeria, I'm scared for everyone in Nigeria, not just my loved one alone. No, not just my loved ones alone in Nigeria. My friends, people I don't know and people I know. I saw a video that was sent to me on a WhatsApp family group. I did not watch that video for up to a minute. That video was 3 minutes plus. This particular guy was busy, hey, yeah, 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 taking life out of people. Not even gunshot, not even knife. This time, I think with heavy weapon like that. They tied these men, about 10 of the men, if not more than 10, I could not watch. I watched the first, second, third. I said, Chi, what are you watching, for crying out loud? he will use that heavy weapon. Beep, beep, something came. I just say, please go away. You cannot see this. Myself, I cannot. A man, blood flows in your vein. And he was busy doing that as a job. Those men were tied, their hands were tied at their back, legs tied. And do you know the worst? Looking at these men laying helplessly on the floor, you would watch the person next to you, oh my God, being dying. Let me use that expression. Dying in the most brutal manner. Beam, beam on the head. This is where this man was hitting these men. On the head. Beam, beam, he will smash and break their skull. And you know that it will be your turn, the next. And you're not going to do anything to save yourself, to run away, to escape that predator. Oh, goodness me. I could not watch till the end. Now, the video of that elderly woman in the church, what church was that? I think in Kwara State or so, a Google somewhere. All of these things happened in November. Christ Apostolic Church, where 2 people were silent, and then 30 people were taken away. I have only one person here. Can you say hi so that I know who is here with me, please? I won't be long in this live stream. I'm just running and also kicking against what is happening in our country, the evil that is happening in our country. And people, the sad thing is that people always say, stop criticizing Nigerian government, stop talking about painting your country bad and all of that. You make videos about the UK, they will come in the comment section to fight you and say, hey, you're always talking about the UK. Talk about your country. You talk about Nigeria, you still get the same comment. Sometimes you wonder what kind of video to put out. But I'm doing this today for the fact that I am not just a Nigerian. I am a consigned Nigerian. I don't stay in Nigeria, but I have people in Nigeria. I am not blind to all what has been happening in our country, Nigeria. I feel terrible. I feel for our people back home because I wonder how they will be sleeping at night, how they go to church, mosque, or wherever they go to. This attack is not only on Christians alone. Yes, it is not only on Christians alone. It's just like the US coming to rescue Nigeria. Once they threw bomb or whatever they will do, it will definitely not fall on whichever people or whichever state alone. The way Nigeria is. Yes, people live together. You don't know who is who. So obviously, good people will be affected. Good people will be eyed in the course of trying to rescue Nigerians and blah, blah, blah. So the attack is not only on Christians. Yes, just that is disgusting seeing churches being burnt down, seeing Christians being attacked in their places of worship. Look at that elderly woman. Did you watch that video? You see the way the woman was walking. I said, Jesus, will she make it? Will she make it? Lo and behold, yesterday I was so thankful when I saw Harrison Gwemisi. Harrison, the Nigerian activist, I think he's from Delta State or thereabouts. He went to visit that woman. He paid the woman a visit. I said, thank you, Lord, that this woman was able to escape. So they did not, even though they took 30 people away, they did not take her. And they started demanding for a ransom of 100 million per person. The pastor's son was also among the people that was kidnapped. And they changed the money from 100 million now to how much again? 30 million. 30 million. I am scared. It could happen to anybody. It could happen to anybody. And somebody was on the bus coming from Onitsha to Asaba. She was returning from Onitsha to Asaba. She already called a family that they were in a traffic, that it wouldn't take about an hour, she would be home. Guess what? That lady did not return for days. And they tried to track her number. The number was just ringing in another part of Delta State, far off where they are holding her hostage. It was Harrison that shared this. And he said, this wasn't once, not twice. A couple of times people have been missing, disappeared in our country, Nigeria. Who is going to be next? We don't know. We don't know. And our government are busy negotiating with terrorists. They know what is happening. They know who these attackers are. And they come on social media to brag about their attacks, about their operations, and a whole lot of that. Yet our government, our security system, they don't arrest these people to bring them to book. And boom, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, they sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. A man who hadn't killed nobody, just the fact that he made a broadcast about happenings in Nigeria, and they tagged him a terrorist. Sadly, they have moved him to Sokoto prison. For what? So that they can silence him over there. You know, foreigners or Western countries, they are talking about how to rescue Nigeria from their situation. All Nigeria could do, all our government could do at this point is to sentence Nnamdi Kanu behind forever and ever. So they say life imprisonment for 20 years. They just want the Easterners to react. Yes, this is all they want. So that they will say, yes, they have said it, that this terrorism is coming from the East and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's such a terrible situation, to be honest. Our country, I am afraid for everybody staying back home, children going to school. You don't know what will happen. You are just at the church. You would not even concentrate to focus. You know, another attack was the one they did on St. Mary's Catholic School. Both noisy children, primary and secondary school, 303 children and 12 teachers, according to CAM. And guess at what time they got attacked? From 1 a.m. until 3 a.m. when, just at the dead of the night, that was when they carried out this attack. When people were dead asleep. And they shot the security guard, took away these children, 303 people. You know, when you go on social media, a lot of our celebrities are crying. Yes, some cannot even talk without shedding tears. I was watching one of our YouTubers here, Nelly Thingy. I cried as well. I cried. To be honest, I keep, whenever I see those videos on social media, and I just keep, because I don't want headache. I don't want anything that will give me some trouble sleeping. My husband, we were talking yesterday, he told me that after watching incidences about Nigeria, because he doesn't stay here, after watching all these attacks and blah, blah, blah reports, he went to bed last night very late. He slept around 1 o'clock and he was having all this bad dream, war, attack. He woke up again. He could not sleep. So you can imagine the trauma. How much more those living in Nigeria? Do not rejoice. Do not be excited that you are staying abroad. Therefore, it's none of your business. It is ours. Our people are there. Our enemies are there. Now the same blood where they run for their body, now him they run for our own body as well. You know. Now him. You see, I don't know why they are always going into schools. Comprehensive girls secondary school again. 25 school girls were abducted. Yes, I saw this one. The vice principal and the security officer, they were killed in the attack. I saw the vice principal's wife on Instagram narrating how this happened. They took their daughter as well. You can imagine a mother knowing that yeah, she said her husband, I think I've been using the K word here, I don't know. Her husband was by before her own presence, and they took their own daughter. How do you want this woman to be coping currently? How? You go to bed, your family, they are gone, your daughter, your husband. Hey, I would have loved somebody to come up here with me. Please, you can make a request to join me, even if it is five minutes of your time. Even if it is 5 minutes, you know, can you send me a request? Let me see how this thing goes. Guys, I am obviously new to this. I'm seeing one plus sign. My camera, sadly, my camera is just at my, my camera is on my keypad. So when you see me looking like a moron, I'm trying to focus on where my camera is, which is here. My other laptop, the camera is just at the top, so I can focus, you know. So I think when people, I made a post on my WhatsApp status praying for Nigeria. A lot of people came in boss to attack me that I should stop saying pray for Nigeria, pray for enough of that prayer. And somebody reminded me that Nigeria, especially the Christians, talking about Christians, Catholics, we do have a prayer. Prayer for Nigeria in distress. We do have that prayer. We Catholics have been saying that prayer, especially Catholics in Nigeria. Here, I haven't heard it. Nigerian Catholic churches. They have been saying that prayer right from the time I was a kid, possibly up until this time. Prayer for Nigeria in distress. It's such a long prayer that they say after Mass or after any of their program. So people came in bush to attack me when I made that post on my status about praying for Nigeria. Nigeria is bleeding and all of that. They said, no, prayer is no longer the way to Nigerians' case. That it's high time Christians learn to apply actions. But we Christians, we follow the ways of Jesus Christ. Yes, we don't believe in an eye for an eye. We don't believe in that. That is not the teachings we got as Christians. Normally, we speak peace. We tend to pray for our enemies. When somebody slap you on this left cheek, you turn over to the other one. That is how we are taught. People said, unfortunately, this is no longer the case, that Christians should learn to stand up for themselves. If it means, like in the US, gun life is something that is legally acceptable. Yes. You say if you go to church or churches in the States, a lot of people, they have their guns in their pockets, in their trousers, in their handbags. Knock me, I knock you down. But we Nigerian Christians, we don't have such liver. We don't have such liver. And it is not the way forward. It's just that it is so sad seeing our government constantly negotiating with these criminals, sponsoring them. Vicky's Ward made a video the other day. You saw all these terrorists in the middle of nowhere, in the bushes in Nigeria, running around with their power bike, motorbikes, with full tank of fuel. But the normal, regular people, Nigerians, they will go to the stations to buy this fuel. They will queue for hours. Some of the filling stations, they don't have this fuel. But you see those terrorists running around on their bikes in the villages, in the bushes in Nigeria. They have fuel to carry out their operations 24/7. Who supplies them with those products? Yes, who empowers them? And there was a video of a tanker supplying them fuel in the middle of the bush. Terrorists. So our government is aware of this. They know. That is why they were able to negotiate with them and tag them repentant Boko Haram members and incorporated them into the Nigerian army. Criminals, people who have killed, people who are ready to silence. You saw the attack they carried on this army officer that requested for helicopter to move from, I can't remember where that incident happened. And they massacred him. The security system has been breached. Yes, when they would incorporate the criminals into the Nigerian army, anything can happen. Hello, yes, sure. It's time to take action, my dear. It's time to take action because it's sad. Look at that old woman in that church that was attacked. Will she ever forget what she saw? It was traumatizing seeing the way she was taking that slow step and the gunshot everywhere. I said, look at this grandma. God, I cried watching that video, to be honest. But I'm happy that she survived. But how about other 30 members of that church, children included, that were abducted? Not only the 30 members of the church, the school children, 303, the previous ones, unaccounted ones. We have a lot of them. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, my sister, my brother. It's disheartening. And you talk about Nigeria, people will come in the comment section, have the mind to tell you, stop talking bad about Nigeria. What exactly is good about our country? What exactly is good? The rich are getting richer. The government, they are so silly. Our leaders, our president was happy to have come to the UK to pass. No hospitals in Nigeria. Have you ever been to private hospitals in Nigeria? Have you? I went to one, I think Lagos State Kiniko in 20, before I got married. That was around 2015, 2014. I was asked to climb the bed. My brothers and my sisters. I couldn't. I was just looking at. If you see the sheet, it was something that they used to say it was white. The white bed sheet was a milky color, cream, and so, very stained bed, iron bed, rusted, and all of that. But in abroad, government hospitals, government facilities are the ones that are being taken properly care of compared to private establishments here. If I'm lying, put it in the comment section. Government care more for government public sectors compared to people who are running their businesses privately in abroad. But in our Nigeria, in our country, the reverse is the case. The so-called our government, our leaders, they go to all these big hospitals, Reddington Hospital, all those specialist hospitals, if at all they would like to go, because yes, they can easily fly out and fly in. All their children are here studying, living big. You see that one in Anambra State, Soludo. You see the son. The son said he was born here. He said he attended a government school here, private school, boarding school, and all of that. All of them are here. Tiola Akim Felaye, forgive me if I said your name wrongly. So it is very much this happening. Seeing all of these things, if they should make a law that our leaders, their children should remain in Nigeria, study in Nigeria, all of them should go to those public hospitals and receive healthcare treatments, I think they should act and do something. It is appalling. Our judiciary is breached. Our legislators, Ned Muku is one of them, one of the senators, that they make the law. Somebody who makes the law. You have seen the story flying all over social media about him. Over 17-year-old, 18-year-old Regina Daniel, and all of that. Yet, has he ever been invited for questioning? In a civilized country, that man should have been on suspension. In fact, he would willingly withdraw himself. Yes, until he fixed whatever that is happening in his home. But it is not the same. He goes to Senate, I think every Tuesdays or Wednesdays in our country, with all of these things happening in his home. He was the one that publicized that people in his home are using hard drugs. What's this crown sign mean? I am new to this. My sister, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I appreciate your stay here. So it's quite bad. It's quite bad, to be honest. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. They can easily fly out. They can easily do their thing. They come to abroad to give back. They come to abroad for their education and the whole lot. Poor masses are suffering. Can we talk about the social facilities, infrastructures? You pay for NEPA bill. You don't even get the lights. I am here. I watch a lot of Nigerian vloggers on here on YouTube. You will see them carrying their gallon to go look for fuel. These are even people living in the cities. Up until this present time, who don't have steady power supply. My sister, thank you so much for joining me. I think I will cut this brief, to be honest, because if we keep talking about it, it will never end. Yes, subsequently, I will be going live, but it will be on this immigrant stories abroad. Relationship talks and a whole lot of that. A lot is also happening here among Nigerians. Yes, from time to time, maybe once in a week, 2 times in a week, I'm going to be going live. Yes, regarding that. I still say we keep praying for my country, Nigeria, even though people have attacked me and say prayer does not work. But what can we offer as Christians rather than prayer? Yes, we are taught not to take anyone's life. That is the teachings we get. We don't create life, therefore we shouldn't take life away. This is the advantage the other people have on us because we are so calm. We fear blood, you know. Yes, is one of the Christian's principles not to take another's life. I think this is why they are dealing with, should I say us? Because some Muslims are also being by in our country. Innocent people are being dealt with in our country, Nigeria. It's such a sad situation. We keep praying for our dearest country, Nigeria. Thank you, my sister Tiola. Am I saying it right? Tilo. Is it Tai Tylo Akinfelaye? Forgive me if I said your name wrongly. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support here. I will have to end this life now because I don't want it to drag too long while I go behind to learn more on how to do this because I don't even know how to add people. Okay, thank you very much. Tilo, yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Tilo. I can understand. God bless you, my sister. We pray for even our people back home. Are you back home or you are in the UK? We just hope that this does not affect any of them. Where do you stay? Hey, this is my life today. Prayer can work again. It's time, immediate action. This is what a lot of people are saying. Yeah, that we should change the prayer mentality. We've prayed enough. We've prayed enough, to be honest. You see, we are in the States, and definitely you have people back home, my sister. You do have people. Yes, you have friends. Even if you don't have friends, any attack on your village will affect you. Any attack on our country, Nigeria, you feel it. You have blood flowing in your system, isn't it? You do. It's really sad. It's really sad. We just hope that this comes to an end as soon as it is possible. Thank you very much for supporting me on this live stream. Subsequently, I will keep going live until let me just understand how all of this work. I'm gonna show somebody this so that the person will also put me through. All right, so this is my live interface. I cannot see where to bring somebody up. How do you guys do it since you've been doing live all along? Where do you normally bring guests up to join you, or do you use a different app for this? I'm using the inbuilt app for YouTube. Yeah, YouTube Studio, as you can see, that's where I'm doing this live. Does it not work? Or do you use any app to do your live? Let me know, please. I would really appreciate that. Yes, because in my subsequent live, I would like to bring people up to join me in the live. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, sister, thank you very much. I appreciate. Yeah, thank you. God bless you for staying with me. And thanks to all those who liked my stream as well. I'm going to end it now. Permit me, please. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. All right. Bye for now. Thank you. And your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. Okay. Yep.